In the chill of an Austrian winter in 1889, a boy named Adolf Hitler was born in the small town of Braunau am Inn. His father, Alois, was a strict customs officer. His mother, Clara, gentle and protective. Young Adolf dreamed not of politics or power, but of becoming a great artist. He would sit for hours sketching buildings, imagining a future far from his father's stern shadow. When his father died, Adolf dropped out of school and moved to Vienna, hoping to enter the Academy of Fine Arts. But rejection came twice. Alone and penniless, he spent years in flop houses, selling postcards to survive. In the cold streets of Vienna, his dreams of art withered. Bitterness took root. He found scapegoats for his failures. The multicultural city stirred in him deep resentments and fed his prejudice against Jews and others he blamed for his misfortune. When World War I broke out, Hitler enlisted in the German army. For the first time, he felt purpose and belonging. He fought bravely, earning the Iron Cross. But when Germany lost, humiliation turned his loyalty into rage. Like many others, he saw defeat as betrayal, a wound that festered in the chaos of the post-war years. In Munich, he joined a tiny nationalist party, the German Workers' Party. With fiery speeches, Hitler turned anger and economic despair into a dangerous force. He promised pride, jobs, and unity to a nation battered by reparations and hyperinflation. His words gave hope and stoked hate. By 1923, Hitler and his followers tried to seize power in the failed beer hall putsch. Jailed for treason, he wrote Mein Kampf, outlining his vision of racial purity and German expansion. Many dismissed him as a fanatic. Few realized how fertile fear and desperation could make the soil for tyranny. Released early, Hitler rebuilt the Nazi Party, turning it into a machine of propaganda and intimidation. By 1933, amid the Great Depression, he rose legally to power, appointed Chancellor of Germany. Once inside the system, he dismantled it. Opposition vanished. Free speech died. Books burned. Jews, Roma, the disabled, and countless others became targets of state persecution. What began as promises of revival descended into darkness. Hitler's obsession with racial supremacy ignited World War II, a global catastrophe claiming over 70 million lives. The Holocaust, the industrial murder of 6 million Jews and millions of others, remains one of humanity's darkest chapters. In his Berlin bunker in April 1945, as Allied forces closed in, Hitler ended his own life. The 1,000-year Reich he had promised crumbled in 12 years, leaving a continent in ruins and a world scarred by genocide. Yet from the ashes rose a powerful lesson. That hate, when left unchecked, can consume entire nations. That silence in the face of injustice becomes complicity. That charismatic leaders who thrive on fear and division must be challenged by courage and truth. Today, Adolf Hitler's name is a grim symbol of what unchecked fanaticism can do. Survivors, historians, and monuments stand as reminders. Never forget, never again. The story of Hitler is not just about a man who brought unimaginable suffering, but about ordinary people who chose, or failed, to stand up. In classrooms and museums, children still learn about that dark era, not to dwell in horror, but to guard the future. The ashes of the camps, the broken cities, the silent voices remind us all. Democracy, truth, and human dignity must be defended, always.